Now, the story as it goes is that Josephine Salmon, who happened to be a mentee of Raymond Dart, who was working at the University of Witwatersrand at the time, she visited the house. She was a family friend of this family. Upon visiting the house, she saw the skull over the fireplace and said this could be a race of extinct apes. And then she took the skull, took it to her mentor and showed it to a mentor who was Raymond Dart. Raymond Dart, he hypothesized that it could actually be also a part of an extinct ape. At that time, he didn't know that it could be a human. It was only later, when even more fossils were brought to him by the same company, that he found an endocast, I'm not sure about the word, like a fragment of part of the skull, which exhibited this could be a complex part of a brain's child, and he later fitted it with this original skull that he had, and he published a journal in 1925 it was on the 7th of February in 1925, he published a journal where he spoke about a new form of a fossil, which would be called Australopithecus. Am I right? Yes. Australopithecus africanus. But it was, at the time, it wasn't accepted as it could be a human because no form of other fossils had been discovered at the site at the time. But it's only after they found another famous fossil of the cradle of humankind, Mrs. Pless, that it could actually be accepted as a hominid fossil. Now, let me just go back. Mrs. Pless this is an artist's impression of Mrs. Pless, like the full formation of Mrs. Pless, of which was another hominid fossils that were found at the Sterkfontein caves. She was found in 1947. Yes, she was found in 1947 on the April the 18th by Robert Broom and John T. Robertson, who were already walking along the Sterkfontein caves, who were making excavations there. Now, the original name of Mrs. Pless was Plissanthropus transvalensis, which basically means the first half man ape, which was found at Sterkfontein, but then was later classified in Australopithecus. That word, Australopithecus. And so the name Mrs. Pless was actually a nickname given to her by the co-worker of Robert Brown. Now, the cradle of humankind. Now, the cradle of humankind also has more than 500 hominin fossils, thousands of animal fossils, and over 300 segments of wood fossils, and over 9,000 stone tools have been discovered in the caves of the cradle of humankind, which is also, as I just mentioned earlier, a World Heritage Sites. Thank you, guys.